Oh yes, and that from the young Swede is very, very significant.
Back in 2019, Angelica Bengtsson was preparing for a competition in Rome. She had been on the tour since 2011, and her best finish to date was a second-place showing. The 25-year-old had years of experience at the elite level, but was missing a breakthrough victory. As the competition inched closer, Bengtsson felt her moment might be on the way.
I was very happy. I was like, I think I will do a PB, a PR. and like I've been jumping for many years. It's not so often that you do a PR nowadays, and it had been a year for me. But I was very confident. Today I will do a PR.
Bengtsson had been a prodigious vaulter as a child. She owned the youth and junior world records and set the Swedish national record multiple times as a senior. Every time her personal best went up, so did the record. But it was getting increasingly difficult to improve upon.
I came to the warm-up arena. So beautiful warm-up arena. It was so inspiring with all the statues, and a lot of small kids came around and asked me for autographs. It was very fun. So it was a beautiful day.
Bengtsson's confidence was high coming into the competition, and the conditions seemed ideal for vaulting. But as the competition unfolded, Bengtsson was struggling.
I just couldn't get the jump to work. I got so frustrated because I was in such a good shape and so high expectations, and nothing worked.
As Bengtsson struggled on the runway, she turned to her coach at the time, Peter Widén. The pair had been working together for about a year with promising results.
Yeah, it was a struggle. The whole competition was a struggle. I mean, Angelica was struggling a lot with the technique and with the run, and she was in a quite bad mood. But the box in Rome was what we thought a little bit, it wasn't correctly put in the ground. So you have to make some adjustments when you jump with boxes who's not put on the ground as it's supposed to be.
Bengtsson and coach Widén realized that the conditions were less than ideal. But instead of giving up, the pair instead showed how well they worked together as a team.
I don't know, I mean, we put her a little bit closer in the approach run, a little bit closer than she was supposed to be. Because when you do the takeoff, you should do the takeoff when the left foot is straight under the right arm. But we put her a little bit closer to manage the movement of the pole.
So I did it, and I started to jump better.
The adjustment proved successful, and while her competitors failed at the higher bars, Bengtsson arrived at 4.76. It was a height that would not only be a personal best, but also an improvement on her national record.
We go back to Angelica Bengtsson. Oh yes, goes clear. And that, from the young Swede, is very, very significant indeed.
In adverse conditions, Bengtsson managed to hide none of her competitors could. Good enough to score her first ever Diamond League win, and incredibly set the national record that she had been aiming for.
She fought really hard, so it was like a fighting victory. Not so good technical jump or approach runs and so on, but still she managed to win her first Diamond League gold. So it was great.
it's all about winning, and the best people were there, and they had the same struggles, but I was happy that I managed those struggles to jump a national record.
After years of battling on the Diamond League, Bengtsson finally delivered on the promise of her youth career with a breakthrough victory on the circuit. She would go on to secure a second victory in Lausanne before retiring after the 2021 season. As she looks back on her career, Rome will always be a landmark event for the Swedish vaulter.